This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, today, a judge at the Kennebec County Superior Court sentenced a Gardner man to serve 65 years behind bars for multiple felonies.
23-year-old Dylan Ketchum was sentenced to 45 years for the murder of Jordan Johnson, along with 20 additional years for the attempted murder and elevated aggravated assault of Caleb Trudeau. The crimes took place on January 25, 2020, when the three men agreed to meet at an empty ball field for a fist fight. However, Ketchum came armed. Ketchum reportedly shot Johnson in the head and then viciously attacked Trudeau, the only witness and survivor, with a knife. Defense attorney Stephen Smith says, quote, "This is an example of young men coming together to exercise poor judgment."
We're very disappointed. Dylan went to a very difficult situation. Young men make foolish decisions. In our view, this was clearly a self-defense situation.
Well, the world is full of 20-somethings who don't kill people with firearms and hack people with machetes. We don't think he did this awful crime because of his youth. We think he did it because he's a thoroughly dangerous person.
Smith says he plans to appeal Ketchum's conviction and sentence.
Also, a fast-moving fire destroyed a home in Hamden early this morning, and were it not for a fast-thinking 9-year-old, officials say things could have gone much worse. Fire crews were called to the fire on the Fowler Road in Hamden just after 1 o'clock this morning. The blaze was well underway when crews arrived. 9-year-old Cooper Atkins woke up and sensed there was something wrong. When he looked out the window and saw fire, he sprang into action.
And I hear an alarm going off, and then I look outside and I see fire, and then I just rush to my mom's room and scream, and then I go run to my sister's room and tell her to wake up and there's a fire, and then we all go downstairs safely.
Everyone did get out safely, and officials say they had to shuttle water in from a hydrant on Western Avenue, which made fighting the fire that much more difficult. That fire, by the way, remains under investigation. Definitely some quick action by that young man.
Well, a touching tribute was held today in remembrance of the 88 Maine officers that have lost their lives in the line of duty. As part of Law Enforcement Week, the annual tradition brought law enforcement from all over the state together to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty, as well as their families. Names of those lost are added to the memorial as a way to remember them. This year, there were no new names added. The names of all 88 Maine officers were read as part of the ceremony. The walls of the memorial list those killed in the line of duty since the 1800s.
Acadia National Park is expecting a busy season this year, so before it gets too chaotic, our Devin Dagnall took the opportunity to meet with some of the park's rangers to talk about the work they do and why it is so important.
My name is Darren Belskis.
My name is Seamus Russett.
My name is Matthew Way.
My name is Amanda Pollock. Safety is our #1 priority here at Acadia National Park.
The difference, I think, is really our mission. It's a great mission. Conserve natural resources unimpaired for this generation, future generations. That's why I got started.
When you first come to Acadia, it's immediately evident how special this place is. What isn't immediately evident is all of the hard work that goes on behind the scenes to make this place such a wonderful place for you all to visit.
There's millions of people who enjoy Acadia every year, and inevitably when people are out on trails hiking, they're going to get injured, right? Accidents happen, people get hurt, and so having our ranger staff trained to be able to respond to emergency calls and to be able to help those visitors is extremely important.
This time of year, we're a little bit dry. You know, the crew comes on, we do our informational briefing where we look at weather, fire danger, fire occurrence, and then we usually get into some kind of project work, or if fire danger is high or very high, then we may go out and start doing some patrols.
So ultimately, all of these pieces and all of the other divisions in the park are all working together towards that same goal to make sure that we can keep people and the wonderful places that you all love to come and visit safe.
And a great job there by our Devin Dagnall. Meanwhile, federal fishing managers say a staple catch for East Coast fishers for centuries is in fact overfished. They're cutting fishing quotas for Gulf of Maine haddock by around 80% to prevent a collapse in the population. Haddock are one of the most popular fish species in the U.S., particularly for New England seafood dishes like fish and chips. A recent scientific assessment found Gulf of Maine haddock stock declined unexpectedly. They were added to an overfishing list last month. However, American fishers say the study was flawed. They fear losing out on haddock revenues, especially because other species, such as cod, have also declined. Consumers are still likely to find plenty of haddock in the store, though, because most of it is actually imported.
Alrighty, well, looking outside today was actually picture perfect. It started out a little gloomy, though. I don't know if you noticed. I got up this morning and was like, you know, what time is it? It was super dark because it was really gray out, but it definitely brightened up as the day went on.
Right. You kind of wondered what day it was going to be like out there, but things shaped up for sure, and it ended up being a pretty nice one out there.
Indeed. Well, let's see what's coming our way for the overnight hours with a first check of our forecast.
Thank you so much. Our first weather is brought to you by Webb's RV. Come check out the spring and summer specials we have on RVs and campers. Don't forget, we have the sharpest pencil in town. Okay, folks, another day out there today. Not as nice as yesterday. A little bit more overcast today. A couple of sprinkles in the region. Really heavy rain up north. We're looking at Millinocket, Greenville, and north of that, where some showers have been continuing pretty much most of the day today. Temperatures, though, have been in the mid-60s here in town, so near average. Even a couple of 70s closer to Waterville. But look at this pocket of cooler air. Greenville only hit 54 degrees earlier today. Millinocket 57, so it's been a little bit chilly on that end. Winds have been blowing from the north for the most part, bringing in those cooler-ish temperatures. Not really cool, but definitely a little bit cooler up north. Wind speeds at around 7 miles an hour here in town. We're looking at the coast at around 8 miles an hour into Machias as well. Tonight, though, the wind isn't really going to be an issue. We will have a couple more scattered rain showers in the area with temperatures hovering in those lower 40s.
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, a dog lover in Ellsworth gets a prestigious award from the Small Business Administration.
And our David Ledford introduces us to some Bank of America employees who are knitting for a good cause. Those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
We open books. We open minds. We open up possibilities when we invest in their higher education. Invest in your child's bright future by opening a NextGen 529 account today. To learn more about NextGen 529, investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description available at nextgenforme.com. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan.
SNAP-Ed is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program education. The nutrition programming is provided by nutrition educators who really understand their communities.
This work requires partnerships because it's about supporting the community.
The things that we teach people, I know it makes a huge impact. What we do is not just good for people who receive SNAP benefits, but for the whole community.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places.
Get a low $299 per month lease on Rogue. You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. A local organization is teaching communities how they can not only help maintain wildlife habitats, but also future-proof their own infrastructure. The Maine Audubon held a free informational Stream Smart workshop at the Orland Community Center this morning to explain the benefits of improving road stream crossings throughout the state. According to the GIS manager of Stream Smart, Sarah Hegarty, improvement of the crossings would allow for both aquatic and land-dwelling wildlife to migrate freely while also preparing roadways for larger storms.
It's such a wonderful benefit on both sides because fish and wildlife habitat gets reconnected and maintained, which is really important for fish who need to move and other even more terrestrial species that might otherwise go over the road. At the same time, by having these bigger, better functioning road stream crossings, our roadways are protected, our bridges are protected, and that protects public safety. It protects our infrastructure and our investment in our infrastructure.
And to learn more about how to improve stream crossings, you can visit MaineAudubon.org.
A woman with a heart for canines is this year's Small Business Administration's Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Alyssa Nally owns Something to Wag About, a doggy daycare and grooming business in Ellsworth dedicated to the health and happiness of each pet that passes through its doors. Our Jody Hersey has more.
At Something to Wag About in Ellsworth, you'll find dogs of all shapes and sizes playing, being trained, or getting groomed by owner Alyssa Nally and her staff. Nally started the business in 2019 when she couldn't find a dog grooming company that promoted a fear-free environment for animals.
What I wanted to do was be a dog groomer, and I wanted to do it in a way that reflected my views towards animals. There wasn't a place in the area, so I had to become a boss.
Nally and her staff treat the animals as a whole, giving them rest breaks and healthy treats.
Rather than just doing the regular peanut butter Kong, we try to think of ingredients that are also health benefiting for dogs. Right now we have cottage cheese, frozen strawberries, and frozen bananas.
The staff also provides the dogs with skills they can use at home and at play.
We want to make sure they're not practicing unwanted behaviors that they're going to bring home to their parents, and give them some skills that will help their parents, like the recall and the sitting.
Nally is so community oriented that she even provides free grooms to the animals at the SPCA in Trenton, as well as the ARC Animal Shelter in Cherryfield.
I want to provide families with opportunities to bond with their animals, and I want to provide animals with opportunities to feel comfortable and happy.
Nally was recently named Maine's 2023 Small Business Administration's Young Entrepreneur of the Year, an honor she says she owes in part to her staff.
Like where I lack, they make up, and where they lack, I make up, and we just kind of lean on each other.
Nally will be formally recognized at the SBA's annual awards ceremony in Freeport on May 24th. In Ellsworth, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, a Belfast group is helping Maine nonprofits one stitch at a time. Our David Ledford explains.
While some may spend their shifts chatting with coworkers, one group of employees really spins a yarn.
Oh, thank you.
The Knitwits, a knitting club made up of a collection of Bank of America employees in Belfast, spend their work breaks crafting for a cause. The group meets twice a week to knit blankets, mittens, hats, and more for veterans organizations and other nonprofits in Maine, which they donate during the holiday season each year. What started in 2009 as a couple of knitting enthusiasts has grown to more than 20 members, plus volunteers. Members say that having the chance to give back to the community has made a difference in their lives.
There was a woman who had gotten a blanket that she loved. It just solidified everything that you want it to be, everything that you've worked hard for all year, and just to know that you're making a difference for other people is just perfect.
Between 2015 and 2022, the Knitwits have donated roughly 700 blankets to veterans organizations across the state. One founding member of the group spoke about what keeps her knitting after all this time.
It's the best Christmas I have ever had the first year we delivered those blankets. It was amazing. Some of the veterans never have visitors, so the staff will be grateful and say, you're the first person who's come to visit this particular veteran all year long.
In addition to blankets, members say the club has donated more than 1,700 hats over the years. For those interested in helping out in their own communities, club founders say start small and work your way up.
Definitely crochet. Just start crocheting a chain. It's a little more basic. It's a little more forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can take it out easier than knitting, where you've got to kind of start over.
In Belfast, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow, just a very dedicated group there, and it's cool to see just how they've grown over the years, and it looks like they're always looking for new members, too, for anyone who has a knack for knitting.
I definitely love hand-knitted items, whether they're winter accessories or blankets. I have just kind of a weird obsession, especially with nice warm blankets, and it's to think about where those items are going and who they're benefiting just makes it even better.
It really does. And there's something just so special about something that was crafted
just for you.
By hand too. You know, my grandma has knitted me a scarf a few years back for Christmas, and it's amazing. I love that scarf, and it has just that special meaning to me.
Yeah, you feel the love every time you put it on.
Exactly.
And I'm sure the people who receive those items feel the same.
Exactly.
All righty.
Well, coming up in sports, Maine baseball has won their second straight regular season championship.
And some adversity down the stretch has really prepared them for the postseason. We'll have that story coming right up.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and have s'more fun. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's crispy. Anyone?
Recent college grads get a $500 rebate over and above most other offers. Toyota, let's go places.
Make this summer the summer of more fun and less worry with replacement windows from Renewal by Andersen. Now is the perfect time to call because we're having a Memorial Day sale with incredible savings on the most trusted family of window and patio door brands in America. Call for your free window diagnosis and begin your Renewal by Andersen signature service experience. A unique start-to-finish home improvement solution skillfully guided by Renewal by Andersen professionals who are the best at window replacement because it's the only thing we do. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
It's Mayhem at Hanlon's Marine. Join us Thursday, May 18th through Saturday, May 20th for a 3-location open house and boat sale in Waterville, Belfast, and Hamden. Hanlon's Marine is New England's largest Yamaha outboard dealer. Get the best pricing and service on Godfrey and Bennington pontoons, Weldcraft, Alumacraft, and G3 fishing boats. Surf and ski with Mastercraft Stingray and Hurricane. Cruise with Jeanneau, Scout, Carolina Skiff, and Sea Chaser. All powered by the reliability of Yamaha. Don't miss the mayhem at Hanlon's Marine, Waterville, Belfast, and Hamden.
Machias Savings Bank is proud to partner with Luke's Lobster.
If I didn't have the right people around me, there's no chance Luke's Lobster would be what it is today. It was amazing that once the Machias door opened, I realized how many of my friends were already inside. Machias understands commodities. They understand manufacturing and production. They understand local small restaurants. And so this is naturally a fit.
Machias Savings Bank, the bank of yes.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Get ready for summer with the biggest and best furniture deals. Get up to 50% off spotlight deals and shop these must-have items now under $1,000. Plus, get 60-month special financing only at Ashley.
There's no stopping a Mainer with a college education. If you feel left out, pick up the phone now and talk to someone from Maine's public universities, where every adult gets a student success coach who can tear down the barriers to a college education
and put you on the path to a better paying job. Want to join us? Contact Maine's public universities today. Your success coach is waiting.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start with some hoop. The Celtics kicking off the Eastern Conference Finals against the Heat tomorrow at the Garden. Boston just 4 wins away from reaching the NBA Finals for the second straight year. Standing in their way, the Miami Heat, also for the second straight year. It's actually the third time in 4 years these two teams are meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals. Boston back at practice on Tuesday after a grueling 7-game series with Philly. And now here comes a Miami team that barely got into the playoffs, but has caught fire ever since. The Heat play a tough physical game different from what we saw against Atlanta and the Sixers. Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla says even though the Heat are an 8 seed, playing Miami will be no day at the beach.
Good team, good coach, experience, been around a long time, and it's two teams that are really, really physical. And so in situations like this, we know each other's strengths, we know each other's weaknesses. It's who's going to bring the mindset, who's going to bring the physicality.
Looking forward to that series, 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday on TNT. Let's hit the diamond now. Over the weekend, Maine baseball once again locked up a share of the regular season title. And as our Ryan Sudol reports, despite a recent skid, the players who have stepped up have the Black Bears feeling confident.
Our goal this whole time was just to win regular season champs, push on to the conference championship, then a regional, and then we go on from there.
On Sunday, Maine baseball completed Stage 1. Winning their second straight America East regular season title with a series-clinching win against NJIT.
That's awesome. I'm really happy, but celebrations don't happen until after we accomplish our overarching goal.
And the pieces they'll need have really shown up lately. For instance, on Sunday, junior Noah Lewis pitched 6 shutout innings en route to America East Pitcher of the Week honors.
Yeah, it's good. We really starting to come together as a staff, and it's just a good win on Sunday.
He's definitely like one of the leaders of the staff. He has this mindset of, I'm the best pitcher out here and I'm going to prove it. He wants to intimidate you, and when he's doing that, you're going to get the outing you got from him this past week.
Elsewhere, with an injury to 9-hitter Dylan McNary, there's been a bench mob forming at the bottom of the order. The bats have stayed hot, so they're doing their job.
To see our guys go out and just compete and just be like, hey, you know what? We're going to do it in a different way. That's really exciting for me as a coach.
Nick White stepped up right away. Sargent, Kez, Mejia, Burrell played this weekend. Plant's been great. McElwain's been great. It's fun.
The Black Bears have gone 5-5 in conference since starting 11-0, but it's not a slump or a cool down to them. It's just baseball.
I mean, obviously, you don't ever want to go 5-5. You wouldn't win every game possible. I mean, but it's part of the game. You're going to lose some, you're going to win some. But I think if we stay strong together, we'll be perfectly fine.
And just because the Black Bears clinched the top seed in the conference tournament, don't expect them to take their foot off the gas in their final series against Bryant.
We're about to get some guys some rest as far as pitching-wise, but we got to go out and win two out of 3, go into the series, and go into our playoffs, ready to roll.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Wishing them luck there. That Bryant series begins on Thursday in Orono, and that is all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sipinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much. Our Maine weather today is brought to you by the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store. Visit our ranch and meet the alpacas or shop in our store in downtown Belfast. All right, folks, another messy day out there today. Yesterday, things were starting to get interesting, increasing clouds. Today, overcast conditions, a couple of sprinkles outside, even some heavier rain. We're looking up north of Greenville, north of Millinocket area. Some pretty steady rain has been falling pretty much for all of the day. Even a little bit of snow, not here in our state, but just in Canada right now, north of Quebec area as well. We're looking at a little bit of snow mixing on in with that rain. Doesn't look like they're going to get any accumulations for us. Of course, no accumulations. We are in May, mid-May. We shouldn't have any accumulations anywhere in our region. Over across the United States, things are starting to settle down slowly. Still having some scattered rain showers pretty much in the Midwest, even down south by Atlanta, Georgia, where the Weather Channel's at. Texas has been getting in some pretty heavy rain the last several days. They've had some flooding issues out there. Rivers been on moderate to even high levels at times, but we are starting to settle things down. Everything is starting to really wind down, to kind of like for us. By tomorrow, we're finally going to be clearing up, and then another clear day is on the way for Thursday. So it's going to be a nice looking week ahead. We just got to deal with a little bit of this rain today into tonight, and then by tomorrow, things will finally start to clear up. We're not looking at a lot more rain, maybe 1/10 of an inch at most, a couple spots close to a trace, maybe 0.05 closer to the coast by Bar Harbor. So maybe a couple of more sprinkles and lighter rain showers are going to continue tonight. And then we finally start to clear up. Winds aren't looking too bad right now. We are at a 7-mile-an-hour wind here in town. Bar Harbor is at 8. Rockland is at 7 as well. Greenville is at around 8 miles an hour. So not too bad, but overall, though, 5 to a 15-mile-an-hour sustained wind all over the state. But things will be picking up. Right now, it's not looking too bad outside with wind gusts closer to 20 at times. But we're looking at tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. We will see wind gusts close to 30 miles an hour, pretty much widespread all over the state. So hold your hats, folks. Temperatures, though, yes, that is another good topic to talk about. Of course, the warmth is in the south by Atlanta, Nashville, into Tennessee. But now, finally, the Midwest is in the 70s and 80s, even the upper Midwest. Look at Canada, 82 degrees once again. So that high pressure is continuing to bring all of that really warm air all the way up into Canada. Pickle Lake, though, different story. They are in the 40s. Oh, look at that. Just changed to 50 degrees, so much, much cooler than in the western side of Canada. Tonight, though, for us, we're looking at temperatures around 39 degrees, some scattered rain showers in the area. Tomorrow, we finally clear up. It's going to be a little chilly, though. Temperatures around 53 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, maybe a sprinkle or two early in the morning. Our extended forecast outlook does show lots of dry weather for Thursday and Friday once again. Look what happens by the weekend, though. More chances of rain will be rolling in. Temperatures near average in those mid to upper 60s.
By and large, a balmy, calm week. I'll take it, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, a little bit cooler tomorrow, but things really heating right back up to where we were kind of expecting them for the rest of the week after that. So, yeah, looking pretty good.
A little bit of rain coming for the weekend.
Yeah, we could always use that this time of
hopefully
year,
that evolves to accommodate sporting events and what have you.
Yes, let's hope so.
Alrighty, well, there is still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
Don't miss Eastern Area Agency on Aging's free Healthy Aging Expo, formerly Senior Expo, presented by Aging Maine. Join us Thursday, May 18th from 10 to 2 at the Anna Shriners, 1404 Broadway in Bangor. More than 70 vendors, screenings, giveaways, and lots of parking. It's been a couple of years, but we're thrilled to be back. We look forward to seeing you and your friends. Healthy Aging Expo, Thursday, May 18th, 10 to 2. Visit eaaa.org to learn more.
The first ever Mazda CX-50, purpose-built for the outdoors. With our most advanced driving technology for responsive, consistent performance, on-road and off, that entices you to go further, more often.
Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
Two of country music's biggest stars together live. Lee Brice and Cole Swindell together live May 28th, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. Lee Brice. Cole Swindell with special guest Louis Brice. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com.
Oversharing can be weird.
How you doing, buddy? I'm more excited than a mosquito flying into a nudist colony.
Overshare with Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC7.
Tonight, the debt ceiling showdown with time running out. Plus, as migrants arrive, how U.S. cities are managing the high number of asylum seekers. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back. 8th graders at Holbrook School surprised Camp Capella with a donation following a penny war fundraiser. Jay Spencer is an ed tech at the school. During the summers, he works as a counselor at Camp Capella, offering educational and recreational opportunities to people with disabilities. Spencer organized the Penny War, challenging students to collect as much spare change as they could to help raise money for the camp.
We ended up raising over $1,600. Some 14,300 pennies came in for this war. The kids really took a liking to it, and they had a lot of fun with it.
$1,500 raised will cover the entire tuition for a camper this summer.
And finally, tonight, some future leaders of tomorrow were celebrated today. Every year, Girl Scouts of Maine recognizes exemplary girls and volunteers for their noteworthy achievements. The highest awards are given to girls who complete community-based action projects that address issues they feel passionately about in a sustainable way. 7 Girl Scouts will receive the highest honor, including Casey Jordan from Lemoyne, Kimberly Spears from Sydney, and Michaela Spooner of New Sweden. So congratulations to all of those recipients on some great work.
Yeah.
And great to see Camp Capella, they're going to be able to sponsor a camper, which is, I'm sure, excellent news for them.
A lot of young leadership happening in our community.
Yeah, definitely something that is great to see.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC7. Take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.